Now, deforestation is having a dramatic impact on our environment. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, one of the main causes of climate change. Many ambitious international tree planting schemes have been announced over the years, supported by international funds, but often there are precious few forests to actually show for it. Well, Navin Singh Khadka reports.
What we should see here now are 6-year-old trees. Sadly, there was very high mortality, 90% or higher. We should be seeing forests, a green carpet.
This failed mangrove is part of the Philippines' National Greening Program, a bid to plant 1.5 million hectares of forest and mangroves to help fight climate change. An official audit found that 88% of the program failed. But mangroves can grow well when planted with care.
What we have here is a successful mangrove plantation, and they are successful because of a number of factors. First of all, is the correct species, pagatpat, matched with the correct site. However, this species is not the favored species for government programs like the National Greening Program because the seedlings are difficult to find in the wild. Science was sacrificed for convenience in the planting.
The local authority which planted the failed mangrove says it got better results with its species in other locations. Many big forest planting and restoration programs have been launched in recent years, mainly to tackle climate change. But failure rates often go unreported. I have investigated more than 10 projects that have not worked. And experts say this is very common. India has signed up to the Bond Challenge, a global forest restoration project. Uttar Pradesh state has planted tens of millions of trees in the last 5 years. But many have died, leaving only scrubland like this. The state's head of forestry says most plantations are a success. Mozambique is part of the AFR 100 Forest Landscape Restoration Initiative. Critics allege that plantations here have replaced native forests. Developers deny this. But the planted trees may also be harvested after only a few years. Often it's unknown how successful these big forest programs are and whether forests on paper exist in reality.
Last year we took all the different commitments and amalgamated them into this 1 billion hectare figure. We have the majority of these commitments still as promises and not as action, but that's what we are now needing to change. There is a lot of greenwashing around, and we have to actively uncover that.
The UN Food and Agriculture Organization is launching a framework to monitor the success of these programs. But it'll have to be done by the countries themselves, and they may or may not comply. Navin Singh Khadka, BBC News.